Hello. Welcome everyone. The reason we are doing this podcast, Ria, when a student is choosing a university, he's choosing life. This is slowly and quietly, and I must say, so momentarily building. And what role does University of Nicosia plays in this beautiful
Have the largest number of forex companies. So all these international
time that we all rise up to the occasion to develop this documented data, which is backed up by real-time. Who would have thought? Nobody would have understood that University of Nicosia has 100% employment rate. Hello. Welcome everyone. Thank you so much for joining today. This is going to be yet another interesting podcast, but it's going to be so significantly different from the rest of the others that we have seen on my portfolio and on the handle of MSM Unify. The world of international education is certainly, most definitely going through a period of profound change. The policy reshapes, the pullbacks, the way the enrollment cycles are moving, students' careers are shaping, students are looking at emerging destinations more than ever, and we are all a part of it. Not too long ago, Cyprus wasn't even a part of mainstream global international education conversation. Fast forward to today, it is quietly but very confidently positioning itself as one of the most intriguing emerging student destination as we speak today. So the question actually isn't if Cyprus is rising. It is already on the rise. And the question is, what caught up this momentum? So to delve deeper into this, my goodness, I beat my chest on loud and I cannot emphasize how thrilled, how proud I am to have a dear friend of mine, Ria Nicoletti, the head of international student recruitment from University of Nicosia, Cyprus. Let me say something about Ria. This is going to be very candid, and I know she has remarkable experience in the background, but nothing beats organic instincts. Ria has dedicated 25 years and still counting her life to University of Nicosia. I've had this amazing honor of meeting this wonderful education leader, and I could see from the fiber, her speech, her body language, she has dedicated herself for the well-being of student community. In addition to this, I've seen how she was treating her team. They were her children. So she is like a mother hen protecting, guiding, and encouraging. Now, this is my greatest win. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together as I welcome Ria Nicoletti, the head of international student recruitment of University of Nicosia, onto our podcast. This is going to be great.
Thank you, Babita. Thank you for your kind words. Thank you for the podcast, first of all. And it was really an honor hosting you at the new campus of the University of Nicosia in Athens, Greece. As you have said, I have been in the field of international recruitment for the last 25 years, and this is what my degree is all about. But it's not just a degree. It's exactly what you said. When you do something, you have to love it. And I do believe those of us that work in education, no matter what the position is, we need to love what we do. We need to care about people. We need to care about our students. And I strongly believe that we are responsible for their career, for their life, for their well-being, because it's not just a degree, Babita, it's the life. So we need to be the mentor. We need to be somebody who truly cares. It's not about numbers. People who think about numbers, I believe they're making a huge mistake.
True that.
My personal belief and the philosophy of the University of Nicosia is that we care. We are student-centered. And I think you have seen it. You have seen a fantastic team working together. But you will you have to promise that you will come to Cyprus soon. I will make sure of that. And you will see that we have established, yes, it's a campus, but it's a campus where you feel the love, the affection, the care. And this is what differentiates us from the rest of the university.
I cannot agree more than that, Ria. I think for me, my personal key takeaway, and I think this is where you and I meet, it's never, in our work, it's never about numbers. Absolutely never about numbers. It's always about how a student's life is taking shape. Because when I believe that when a student is choosing a university, he's choosing life. And this predominant significant years of his youth or her youth are going to be the stepping stones for their careers and next life. So well said, absolutely. So as we're going to move forward, I would like to set the context and let's begin with this. Ria, when you look at the global higher education landscape today, and you've been in the system, you're a veteran of this system, needless to say. What do you believe has shifted most dramatically in the last few years, either in students' expectations or at the institutional strategic standpoint?
Basically, is the students' expectations. Students are looking for their well-being. Students are looking for quality in education. Students are looking for a future career. In the past, the students were choosing a university just because of the degree.
Mm,
Now, there is a lot of elements that are very important in their selection. Now,
yes.
some students just choose a country. Again, this is very wrong.
Yeah.
You need basically to meet all the different factors. And this is why universities have basically shifted the offerings, programs
Yes.
of study, faculty, services offered, because it's
Yes.
very important. When you accept a student, it's not just a degree, you have to create a whole set of services to satisfy the
Perfect.
need of the students. And I think this is what students themselves are asking for something else.
No, absolutely. This is a significant shift. We cannot just focus on geographic location or a pedagogy. I think this comes across as a very holistic approach. What we offer as a complete, if you would allow me to say, the complete package and a complete
Yes,
ecosystem for a seed to grow and bloom. So, and I think a lot of institutions are missing this concept in bringing that together as a comprehensive solution to students,
I agree with you.
which actually brings me to Cyprus. Now, Cyprus is a small but very beautiful country.
Yeah.
Looking forward to be there. But I also know that as we speak today, it holds at least third highest share of international students in the European Union. Now, this is phenomenal, and I dread to think why haven't we tapped into this parameter before? But as the
Yeah.
saying goes, it's never too late. In the last 12 months alone, the government has passed legislations allowing foreign universities to open branches on this incredible island, expanding a lot of English taught programs. Because Cyprus, as we see, a lot of students that are looking from South Asia, Southeast Asia, Middle East, or Africa, they might students are always on an appetite, and this appetite comes with apprehensions and anxieties, and they might assume that Cyprus looks beautiful, but do I have to learn the language? Is language a barrier? So would you describe what Cyprus is slowly and quietly, and I must say so momentarily building, and what role does University of Nicosia plays in this beautiful story?
Okay, as you have said, the government opened the window to a lot
Yeah.
of international universities to come and
Yeah.
establish themselves in Cyprus. The government is trying to create Cyprus to set Cyprus as an educational hub
Yeah.
by allowing private universities in Cyprus to operate. Basically, us, University of Nicosia, which we will see later on, we are the leading universities. Exactly as you said, we are English-speaking universities. Why is Cyprus becoming an educational hub? The reason is that we are an island. We are an island in Europe, and
Yes.
even though we were not established in the past as an educational destination, we were known as a holiday destination. The beautiful
Exactly.
sea, the beautiful sun, the food is fantastic. But now we're shifting to something else. But
Yes.
the government and the institutions themselves, especially us, we emphasize quality of education public.
That's right.
And it's not just a language, it's not just English, okay? For us, it's an English-speaking institution, and this is why the faculty that teach, it's international. We have faculty from all over the world, and those of us that we are Cypriots, we actually study abroad. Personally, I study in the United States, and I'm so proud that I'm bringing all this experience and all this language and
Yeah.
all this expertise back to my own country. As you know, I'm part of the faculty of the business. Of course, I'm teaching marketing. But this is what we do. And they encourage institutions to teach in English because we are the crossroad between Europe, Middle East, and Africa. So we
Of
can
course.
easily attract students from the region, but we see an increase in interest from students from Europe Capita, even from the United States as well,
Yeah.
especially on our online programs, you will be
Yes.
surprised that the
Yes.
majority, for example, the degree that we have in digital currency and
And
blockchain,
blockchain. Yeah.
65% of the students, they are American students. So we manage through face-to-face, on-ground, and online education to attract students from all over the world. And this is what we are planning for the future. And the reason that we have extended the campus to Athens is
Yeah.
to make sure that we serve Europe at the same time.
Absolutely. This brings me to an incredible follow-up question. You guys are the first in the whole world to offer the accredited
Yeah,
master's degree in blockchain and digital currency that has been launched in 2014, even before the mainstream conversation
yeah,
even caught up. So you guys were, I must say that you guys are very courageous and brave to tap into something that it was like Noah building
yeah.
the ark where the entire world was laughing at him. But that was the
True,
redemption. So you guys have done, and
true.
you guys are also the first EU university to receive a five-star QS ratings for online and distance learning.
Yeah.
Phenomenal. I would like to take a moment and appreciate the entire team, the staff, the faculty that is involved in this. This is not an incremental achievements, I don't think so. This is a strategic thinking that you have, which tells me that your university, your staff, or each and every one of you are so forward thinking. I think this truly sets you guys apart. So, what is that institutional cultural key point that you say that makes this brave, courageous breakthrough decisions possible?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. First of all, we need to say that we have a great leadership.
Yes.
We have an amazing CEO who's one of the most innovative, intelligent, and creative people that I have ever seen. Personally, I feel very proud working with the CEO and the team of the deans, the
Yeah.
academic and the administrative stuff, because to create and to be so innovative, you need the great mind, and
Yeah.
then you find the rest, which every piece it's actually put
Execute.
together.
Of
And this
course.
is what we managed to create. We managed to create a very innovative culture where we take every new idea and we make sure that we really implement it.
Yes.
Every step is taken very, 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 very carefully into
Seriously. Yeah.
consideration. And exactly as you have said, we actually introduced the digital currency and blockchain masters before MIT and
I
before
know.
Stanford. If you look into it, and a lot of times during the presentation, when I mention it, people are looking at me very strange. And
Yes.
I'm sure they're thinking, oh my God, she's lying. No, we are not.
I
We
know.
have been number one, and we have a lot of governments. I
Yeah.
cannot name names, but we have a lot of governments that are sending us groups, cohorts of police officers, group
Okay.
of cohorts of government employees that actually
Brilliant.
attend this course.
Brilliant.
Yeah, especially from the Middle East. We have almost every government supporting that. Why? Because they
Mm,
know it's a necessity. And of course, we are the only university, not just in Europe, but in the Middle East as well,
of
that
course.
offers such a degree. And this is why the degree has been in high demand and will remain in high demand. And we have also introduced another master's in metaverse as well, another innovation. So
Yes.
making sure that as far as technology and the digital world, we are always one step ahead.
Yeah.
And this is what you need. You need a very innovative mind and you need a fantastic team to build these ideas.
Lovely, Ria. Lovely. You guys like, it's like the jargon, like you say,
Yeah,
we set the top-notch benchmarks like MIT and Stanford, but who
yeah.
in the world would have thought that you guys have so quietly, without making such noise, have really raised the bars for such profound institutions. Congratulations to you all. I
Thank you.
always
Thank you.
believe, I always believe, Ria, because you just circled back to something from your student life. So you studied in the United States. So I understand your appetite and core values, and so did I. And no matter where the geographic locations are changing, policies are changing, I think one appetite or the desire of students don't change. The constant question will be, will this degree be recognized? Will this
Yeah.
degree open doors wherever or whenever I would like to build my career? And I know because firsthand I have been to your Athens campus and I see phenomenal vision that you're
Yeah.
building, massive. It took me a while to settle down to see and soak up and absorb what you're building with also with the Elenicon project, and the entire experience is going to be a game changer for students. But your medical school reports 99.8 employability 8% employability rate across 1000 graduates at over 730 medical centers worldwide. Now this is a KPI. Now this
Yeah.
is a record breaking statistics that we can see. 99.8% employability rate, this is massive.
Now
How do
it's
you
100%.
there you go. So
The last
so
month it
okay,
went up with this year's research and the
love.
statistics that we are coming through. It's
I think
100%.
I think we should pause this podcast and pop up a
Yeah.
champagne to celebrate this. So congratulations again.
Yes, yes, it's 100%.
Yes.
And all the other schools, it's
Yeah.
above 96%.
Excellent, Ria. I think this is exactly what meets the
Yeah.
student because the tuition fees that they are paying, the ambition, that intangible cushions of hope that a
Yeah.
student is positioning while looking for an international education has to be translated into tangible
Yeah.
ROIs. And this is exactly what I would like to ask you. How do you carry such same outcome first thinking into your other programs as well?
Okay. When we design a program, a degree, if that degree is medicine, if that degree is business, whatever, this is done having always in mind what's the need in the market. It's not let's come up with an economic degree, let's come up with a math degree. First of all, we deviated from the traditional degrees. You will see
Yeah.
by going through that
Yeah.
we are targeting all programs
Disruptive. Yeah.
that will definitely provide the student
Yes.
the opportunity for employability. So from the beginning, we basically in every school we have a committee which is called the advisory body. These are people, stakeholders from the industry, the government, other academic institutions, where we are sitting down. Every school has these meetings twice a year and say, okay, we have this degree. What's the employability rate? Then what has changed in the world? What has changed in the industry? What do we have to do in order to really reflect the need in the market? And we basically reevaluate and we redesign every 2 to 3 years, not every 4 years. Every 2 to 3 years, we might add a course, subtract a course, introduce courses that are unique and they're not offered in other universities to make sure that once a student is registered into the program, definitely the industry basically is in demand of these skills, is in demand of this knowledge, and that's why we actually have this high percentage of employability. And we also add in the student services, we have a very active career office, which we have job fairs. So we are bringing companies from the region, not just from Cyprus, from the region to the university to interview students. And that's why the majority of the students have employment before they even leave the university.
What a beautiful,
Yeah.
what a beautiful output that you are creating. And I think all credit goes to how abreast you are with your curriculum redesigning, which is so in alignment and relevant to the marketplace demand. Because if you see, Ria, in a lot of schools or in high schools or in university, syllabuses haven't been refined for more than 10 years. I am learning something. I'm investing my time in learning something which is not necessary, not applicable, not required in the market at all. So it makes the student unavailable and not required. There's no wanting by the market for such a student. So I think credit goes to how agile you guys are in redefining the curriculum. So once again, time to pop up the champagne.
Yeah. To add to that, a lot of universities, they are
Yeah.
scared about AI, but
Yes.
we have it differently. We encourage the students to use AI, but the assignments that we use, they
Yeah.
are all problem solving. So AI will give them data.
Yeah.
AI will not answer the question for them.
Yeah.
Therefore, they will use the AI as a data collection method, but they have to work, they have to filter,
Yeah.
and most of the times they have
Yeah.
to work in groups. That's
Yeah.
another important issue. You
Yeah.
have to
Cheaper.
teach the students to work in groups. In the
True.
past, you just said it, individualistic,
Yeah.
just read and reproduce information.
Yeah.
No, it's not working like that. When a student is employed, we experience that every day.
Yeah.
Unless you are a team player,
Yeah.
unless you work, you mentioned my team, you went mention the way that they always call me mom, that they need to feel the security, and this is
Of
what the
course.
team is giving them. I haven't taught the last few years because I've been so busy recruiting, but I will give you one example.
Yeah,
In my
sure.
marketing groups, what I have done is that every team, I made sure that I had one person from different nationalities. I would
Lovely.
never allow a team of Greek students and team of Cypriots, never.
Yeah.
Why? Intercultural competence. We live in
Competence.
a
Yeah.
world that they need to learn to accept other nationalities,
Of
to
course.
accept how to work with others, increase their tolerance, and really learn and develop empathy as well. Therefore, it's not the material, it's the way you teach them.
Wow. Wow. No,
Yeah,
actually, what you've said is so phenomenal because I've recently attended a workshop by the UNESCO chair, and we have done a kind of an experiment on intercultural competence and diplomacy. And in those small groups, we've understood when we were working together from different nationalities how you are able to find solutions at a comprehensive level, at a rudimentary level, taking cultures into perspectives, and how storytelling becomes the way how you deal businesses is phenomenal. And I think these kind of small
exactly.
groups that you've mentioned with different diversities, I think this is also a game changer for our students, because I always say
Yeah,
that if there is a South Philippine student, I always tell him, do not go look for another person from Philippines, look for
exactly.
somebody else, be hungry, because that's how diversity is going to change how you look at business. Like how McDonald's has different colors for different regions. It's more of green in Europe because Europe is more
Oh, yeah.
focused on sustainability. This you will learn when you interact with people. So fantastic on that.
Yeah, yeah.
Bravo. Bravo. Yeah. Over to you, Ria.
Basically, the other effort that we do is that not just to design programs that reflect the needs, we also care about the well-being of the students.
Mm,
And what I mentioned during our meeting in Athens is that
yeah.
we have from an accommodation office
Yeah.
to mentoring,
Yeah.
coaching,
Yeah.
psychological support. We have a unit, a psychological support unit, where if a student comes, there are some students that are very shy, for example, they
Yes.
feel homesick. We
Yeah.
even look after that. We
Mm,
even look after that. Another example, when they arrive to Cyprus, an international student
yeah.
enters with a student visa, but they have to register like in any country in
Of
the
course.
world
Of
to
course.
get their residence permit. Babitha, we don't even let them go along to migration.
How
I have
wonderful.
another team, yes, who will make the appointments for them, take them to migration, stay with them
Mm,
from beginning to end, and they only have to be there for 10, 15
just
minutes.
pleasant.
Why? Because
Yeah.
the employee, even the employee will go and pay what
Mm,
needs to be paid for the card, for the residence permit to be issued. So we look after them in a way that they feel secure, they feel that people care for. If they have financial issues, we make sure we communicate with the finance office and we
yeah.
arrange the installments that they will pay.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
will never penalize a student because the family was not able to send money or
Of
so.
course.
It's a 360 degrees
Yes.
service that we offer. And I
Lovely.
believe that's why we have such a fantastic reputation. And you see all these companies coming to us and recruiting because they know that we develop their academic and
Yeah.
their soft skills as well.
Yeah.
And one of the seminars, because we offer a lot of seminars to the
Yeah.
students for free, from details, minor details, how to do their CV, how
Yes.
to
Yes.
perform in an
Yeah.
interview. I
Mm.
used to lecture a lot about self-confidence. And I always say self-confidence is a choice factor. People think,
Yeah.
no, it's my personality. No, we
No.
develop. I had
Yes.
students in my class that they used to come and say, I never present. I cannot present. My God, by the end of the semester, they're shining stars. And I have people
Lovely.
in the team as well with, you met this person, we will not use names, who's engineering background. And she said, no, I can't, please. And I said, trust me, one day and again. Now, so it's how you treat the
Yeah.
students. And most of the staff that you have met, they're alumni of the university as well.
Mm.
Why? We need to
They
respect
believed
our
in it.
graduates. Yeah,
Yeah.
we need to respect our graduates.
Graduates.
So people think it's a program, it's a degree, it's a schedule. No, it's not. Definitely, we have a fantastic
Of course.
team in academic affairs who takes care of that, but we take care from the visa. And as you know, in Cyprus, we issue the visa for the student.
Yes. Yes.
In Greece is exactly the same like any other European country. But in Cyprus, they didn't have to worry. They just send the degree. They have a counselor who's basically meeting with them online, helping them, assisting them. We take the documents, we prepare the visa, we just scan and send the visa to the student. Imagine
Lovely.
the stress that we are taking away from the students and the families.
I think this is a game changer. This is why
Yeah.
students feel more secure and they're able to liberate and absorb more information. So the other things that they don't have to be worried, somebody is hand holding them, somebody is
Yeah.
protecting them. They're not just thrown onto the street in a new world, in a new
No.
country. I love this. This is like an umbilical cord, you know.
Yeah. Yeah. And something that, again, we have to stress and differentiate, because personally, as a student abroad, I experienced it. My son's a student abroad experiences was discrimination. Over
Yeah.
here, we make sure that everybody respects everybody. As I said, we organize field trips, festivals,
Mm,
cultural evenings, where students from different nationalities, they present their culture,
of
they
course.
present even they cook for the rest of the students,
Mm.
and we make sure that they are all connected to each
Love.
other. And the university is very, very strict
Mm.
about any form of discrimination. And slowly that became part of the culture. That's not something that we worry anymore. We know that
Yeah.
as soon as a student arrives, this
Yeah.
student will be embraced by
Yes.
faculty, by staff, and the fellow students. I
Of
always say that personally, I am trying to, I know my positive and my negative experiences as an international
yeah.
student.
Yeah.
And I want to make sure that the students coming to the University of Nicosia will not
Yeah.
go through the same negative experiences, even though it was a
How long?
learning process, even though it might have affected my personality or somebody's personality as an international student. But at this stage of my life, I'm saying, why should a young boy or girl have to
So,
suffer? Let's offer them the best experience in their life.
I love the word experience. And this tells me that you guys are not about numbers. Bravo. Thank you.
No, we are not. You know that we are not about
I
numbers.
know that
We're not
you don't
about
even have
numbers.
to emphasize, but this is for my
Yeah.
viewers and listeners to emphasize that what sets Unique apart is
Yeah.
they're more focused on the experience of the students. So great. I think Ria, now it's your time. If you have any questions to ask me, I'm right here.
Papita, how would you see from your experience and the students that you recruit, how do you see the students' perception about Cyprus and then as University of Nicosia? Because something that worries me is that we have, in my opinion, Unique. It's a jewel in the Mediterranean.
I know.
And it's a shame that not many people know about it. And this is what we have to, you and I have to find the
Yeah.
way to
Yes.
handle it.
I think it's a phenomenal question, and this is the time to answer that. But before I answer that, I would like to set the context about why we are here today. I think all of us, the citizens of international education ecosystem, we are going through a season of unlearning. What are we unlearning? Our systems, our rankings, whatever that we have built for our students over the period of 2 decades or more than that, it has always been conditioned towards the big four,
Yeah.
right?
Yes.
The US, UK, Australia, and Canada. So the first generation students went, that's when it was the influx and the metadata and the social media has picked up. So students are able to see what, this is going to be my life in US. This is going to be my life in Canada. This is going to be my life in Australia. And also somehow education became a channel for migration too.
Yeah.
So somehow the appetite of learning knowledge has translated without our control into I'm going there to settle there. Learning has become
Yeah.
plan B. So we
Yeah.
are all now going through a learning. There has been policy pullbacks. Enrollment cliffs have changed. Students' visa rejections,
Yes.
the rise in tuition fees. Students are now understanding that when I look at international education, I'm going to look at what the university has to offer, what I'm going to really learn in the classroom, what kind of people that I'm going to meet. Will this degree get me a job? Because if I have these in my hand, you throw me anywhere in the world, I'll get myself a job. I think this is the kind
Mm.
of understanding that is slowly growing in the students.
Yeah.
Now, the shift is now moving from the big four into, I love this, into evolving and emerging destinations that have never been tapped into. Now we are bringing this brand new information. In the beginning of the conversation, you said, perhaps Cyprus was never looked at as an international destination. We were always revered and loved as a holiday destination. Now we are in the middle of this narrative change.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Why didn't students look at Cyprus as an international education? It's because nobody told them.
True. True. And we are not just an educational hub, or we are trying to be an educational hub, but we are a finance, a banking hub as
Yes.
well.
Yes, absolutely.
Cyprus have a huge shipping sector. And this is
Exactly.
what a lot of international students have to understand, that with so many international banks located in
Yes.
Cyprus, international companies, Forex companies, we have the largest number of Forex companies. So all these international students, there are opportunities for employment. We can,
Yes.
and now there is huge demand in Cyprus for students with computer science and data science degree. So the government allow the students now to work during their studies in this sector: computer science, data
Yes.
science, hospitality, not during the summer only,
But
but
during the
during the
entire
studies as
coursework.
well.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes, during the studies as well, because there is a need. We
Yes.
have the local companies, and now we have this huge number of international firms that are looking for
Yes.
people like that.
Exactly.
Therefore, we have the official, like everywhere in Europe, where you have the 20 hours a week for
Yes.
students to work.
Yes.
But now this is expanding and expanding because the
Of
government
course.
has responded to the need of the market. What do they need? And as a holiday destination, and you know that the standard of our hotels, it's very high.
I
Therefore,
know.
they need is qualified staff. They need educated staff.
Of
Therefore,
course.
international students who want to study hospitality, we offer them excellent education, placement during their studies, and the opportunity to stay in Cyprus after they graduate, because the employer will actually offer them a job, because there is this need in the market. The local population cannot meet the need
This is the very
in
reason
this
we are
industry.
This is the very reason we are doing this podcast, Ria. This is the time that we all rise up to the occasion to develop this documented data, which is backed up by real-time testimonials of students who really come on. Who would have thought? Nobody would have understood that University of Nicosia has 100% employment rate in the medicine programs if
Yeah.
you and I haven't talked about it. Now, this is the information that is going to translate into students, and they will say,
Yeah.
"Oh, what is this new country? Oh, what is this? Oh, really? Cyprus? Can I go to study? Oh, they offer medicine programs. These are these rhetorical questions that will later
Yeah.
translate into decision making for our students. And you and I here in the system to help engage them. And I think in the years to come, students will be tapping into, I think they will no longer look at traditional destinations.
Yeah,
And also they will be
definitely.
looking at coming to safety is the key.
Yes,
With so much efficacy. Yeah.
definitely, definitely. And if somebody asks me, when you promote the University of Nicosia,
Yeah.
what are the three key factors? One,
Yeah.
ranking.
Yes.
Ranking. We are among the top 2% universities in the world by times higher education. Our
Yeah.
medical school, it's among the it's listed in the World Directory among
Yeah.
the top 400, and
Yeah.
ranking is going up and up and
Yeah.
up for all the different
Yes.
programs. Business school, the business school, we are AACSB accredited. We are among the top 176 best business schools in the world. That's not a joke.
Yes.
Second,
No, no.
safety. Safety.
Yeah.
Cyprus has been voted, and it's voted every single year since 2017 as the safest country in the world for young people between the ages of 15 to 29. A lot
Yes.
of my students and European students and international students, they are shocked. They're telling me, but I walk in the street and I don't have to worry. And I go here and I go there, and people are so hospitable. And a lot
Yeah.
of times I'm asking them, I said, what differentiates Cyprus from your university, your country, or another destination that you have gone under Erasmus? And the answer is the people. The people are so
Yeah.
welcoming. The
Yeah.
people will lead
This I
you
know.
to, yeah, they will. If you ask them, well, how can I go to the mall?
Yeah.
And they will say, let me take you, you know.
Yes. The
And the
warmth.
people care, and my neighbor saw that I
Of
was
course.
sick and they brought the soup for me.
Yeah.
This is a culture, this is the Greek culture, you know, which we're known for the hospitality, we're known for
Yes.
caring
This I
for
know.
people. Yes. And the
Rightly
third
said.
element is tuition fees. Tuition
Yes.
fees in the United States, in the UK, everywhere. It's so expensive.
Skyrocketing.
It's so expensive. In some other European countries, tuition fees might be low, but there
Yeah.
is non-accreditation of the
Yes.
degrees.
Yes. Yes.
Very
Yes.
hostile environment towards international students. Let's be realistic. Whereas here they have the ranking, the safety, tuition fee, a loving environment. And once they graduate, they can apply anywhere in the world, not just in Europe,
Yes.
anywhere in the world. The first non-American university graduate that was accepted in Johns Hopkins to
Yes.
do a specialization in plastic surgery. It's a Lebanese student that graduated from the University of Nicosia.
Bravo. Bravo. Wow. What a
That
remarkable
shows the
legacy.
quality of, yes, that shows the quality, and that shows that when we say we are an international university, yes, we are. And
Yes.
why did this lady succeed? A, of course, academically, she's a very high caliber student. There's no question about it. But it's a mentoring system that we use
Yes.
here. From
Yes.
day one, they have a mentor. And they state that I want to do this specialization in this country. So by year 6, when they graduate from the medical school with an MD degree, we get
Yeah.
them ready for the goal that they had all these years.
So
And for
beautiful.
every degree, this is what we do: coaching, mentoring. I
Mm.
always use the expression, really hold their hands.
Yeah.
I
Love it.
remember I used to run around to find where is this accommodation office and where is this, and then
Yeah.
I was
Yeah. Yeah.
anxious and I was too young. Our students don't have that. They come to the office. I need this. We take them to the finance. We arrange
Yeah.
whatever they need. So we offer, yes, a degree that open up doors for them. The future, there's no limit. I always say the sky is the limit, but we try to develop personalities, empathy, which is very important in our time,
Oh,
and
so
intercultural confidence. I visited many universities.
yeah.
I taught in many universities. I lived abroad. I don't think anybody offers what we offer. And I'm not saying that because I'm at the university. A very conscious decision was I offer the services to the students. So I make sure that we really treat them well.
Ria, I completely second the conviction that you say that why you are distinctive. And I think this brings to the final vertical of our podcast is this is why at MSM Unify, we had the appetite to partner with you because, as you said, there are many universities and many business schools in this entire world. And when we are engaging with an institution, a university or a business school in partnership, it's very important for us as an organization to evaluate few things such as are they looking at numbers or are they looking at being pivotal points in changing students' life? And you guys have not just ticked the box, but you've got guys have raised the bar for all of us. And I know that it's also important for us at MSM Unify that we want to partner with an institution that is not just looking at short-term goals, but actually being a part of the entire student's journey till where they land up. And this entire handholding sets you apart. And because we are bombarded with programs and offerings across and
Oh,
we are
definitely.
yeah and we are not just about guesswork. We evaluate, we see the data, and your data surpasses the charts, and that's why we are in this collaboration. I would like to understand from you what also prompted you to partner with us.
Uh, it's not just your professionalism, but you as a person, Babita, you know very well that you have differentiated yourself from the rest because you paid attention to all the details as well. And during the farm visit, you show the interest, you show the enthusiasm. And this is what we're looking for. We're looking for partners
Yeah,
that are willing to work with us
yeah,
in order to offer the best possible service to the student.
of
The
course.
point is not for us to find a company who say, go and
Yeah.
have 100 students. No, I'm not willing to run around and having immigration issues with
Yes,
anybody.
yes,
The
yes, yes.
aim is to have a partner that the same way we feel the students that we accept, you do this work on our behalf as well. And I
Yes,
know that we can rely on your talents, both as a person and your team as well. You have a fantastic team. You
yes,
offer all the services that any university is looking for.
yeah.
And as I have said, I can see that this marriage will have a great success.
Oh, absolutely. Thank you so much, Ria. I think this kind
You're
of
welcome.
organic interest and organic enthusiasm of knowing what you offer comes because your goal and my personal goals and the
Yeah.
organization goals is a beautiful marriage. Serve the students. What can we do to make sure the student shines? Because students, let's say, they're our children.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
it's
yeah, yeah,
it's
yeah.
it's that umbilical cord. So I really love that, Ria. Thank you so much for this
You're welcome.
thoughtful, enthusiastic, forward-thinking conversation that you've given me. And this is exactly what at MSM Unify we have this burning desire and appetite because we believe that global education works the best when institutions and partners come together on integrity and long-term value. And I think this is a testimony of that resonance. So I thank you so much. I sincerely appreciate personally on behalf of MSM Unify the entire team of University of Nicosia of what you are building, continuously building, and I'm sure the sky is the limit.
Oh,
University of
yes.
Nicosia in Athens campus is going to be phenomenal. Now you're branching into a different geographic
Oh,
location.
yes.
And for all my viewers, students, and everybody who's listening to this, you will not regret. Miss Ria is always available. She's very organic on social media, LinkedIn. Reach out to her. Tell her your story, your ambition. Everybody has a place at University of Nicosia, and your life is never going to be the same. As history says, you have BC and you have AD. So your life before UNIC and after UNIC is going to be two chapters, is going to be revolutionary. Thank you everybody for joining. This is going to be great. We are all here committed to serve our students because no matter how cliche it will sound, I will always say that education is the most powerful tool that is going to change this world for a better place. Thank you everyone.
Definitely.
Take care and God bless.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you, everybody,